At the end of May, we headed out to Hatfields Beach to do a dawn set. The conditions were perfect. We had high tide at 9:30, and that meant we had 2 hours of rising tide and low light to catch our fish. The first thing to do when you're drone fishing is to calibrate the drone. And with the new drones, it's pretty simple. It's about the same as the XIRO drone. The calibration allows the drone to know where to head to when you hit the home button. So that spot that he's just put it down on will be the spot the drone returns to. We've already baited the hook section and we've clipped the traces on. So our helper here is just putting the clip into the release clip, and then we're ready to take off. The new drone is about 1.5 times more powerful than the XIRO drone, and it has a top speed about 3 times greater, up to about 20 meters per second. It rockets upwards. It's amazing the power this drone's got, and he's gone up to about 60 meters, which is a bit more than I would like. I'm normally about 40, and then he hits the out button, so he's accelerating, and that thing takes off like a rocket.
$350. 400.
Okay. I wind the slack line up fairly quick. Yeah, that was some good bites there, eh?
Yes, this is good bite.
Have you been watching the videos?
I haven't. I've been so busy doing lots of other things. I check them out every now and then.
Chris and I went up to XIRO. That was amazing.
How long ago was that?
6 weeks ago.
I might not have seen that. I saw one of your teddy, but that was a while ago.
Wow.
Yeah, we were just counting the fish as they were getting on. We got 4 fish on one set. I think
Six hooks.
6 hooks, yeah. So 4, 2 3s, 2 2s, and a 1.
4 fish on this.
Yeah.
That would have been a nice little breakout scene, because so they kind of.
Yeah, and we've got heavy duty wire in them.
Yeah.
And rubber bands on them. And that'll hold a fish up to about 2 kilos.
Yeah.
If it's over 2 kilos, it'll trip the sinker out and you might as well wind it in. So that's going crazy now. I mean, that's a few good bites, eh? He's going as well. Yeah, so we got the other rod down there's getting a few bites. Yeah. So we decided to pull in the rod further down the beach first, and we're just going to have a look at it now.
I mean, there's some weight there.
Yeah.
But there's no fight.
It looked like it was caught to
yeah,
me.
I can feel them taking them now.
Yeah. And that's often the case, so they don't start fighting until there's like a couple hundred metres out. Yeah.
Well, they often don't start fighting until you can just about see them.
Yeah. Oh wow, gurnard. I wouldn't have expected a decent one like that here. Have you caught many gurnard?
One other one on the east coast and a couple on the west.
It's not a bad fish. They're so nice to eat, eh?
Absolutely delicious.
Slow down, slower. Yeah, keep winding, but just not jerk. You'll pull the fish off.
Oh. Small snapper.
Oh, that's a keeper.
Good snapper, actually.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, we'll see if we can do that again. Yeah. So about 35, isn't it?
I'd say so.
Yeah. All the bait's gone, oh, except for one. So both drones had caught fish, and we proceeded to rebait both and cast them out. It was a beautiful day, and the tide now has just turned. So we've got the tide just starting to go out. We've got maybe another 2 hours of good fishing time left. Yep. A little bit left.
300. 350.
Just turn the hand. Was that right?
450.
Oh yeah. Once you've separated the line and the line's dropped free from the drone, then it's just a matter of pressing the home button and winding up the slack line on the rod just to make sure that the sinkers are bedded in. It pays to have tension on the line because that's what actually makes the fish hook themselves. We've got Gareth fishing about 50 or 60 metres down the beach from us. He's fishing 2 rods single-handed with a XIRO drone. He's casting 300 to 350 metres offshore, and he's doing a round trip from picking the baits up off the beach to the drone landing back on the beach in around about a 2-minute cycle time. Very efficient use of battery power. He gets 5 or 6 sets per battery on a XIRO drone. So only 30 metres high maybe? Yeah. Sand is the enemy of drone fishermen. You really don't want to get sand in the motors. And Gareth has been practicing his landing technique. Not that we recommend it, but he hand catches his drone and that keeps everything spotlessly clean.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah, good one.
The tide started moving now and it's all...
Yeah. Oh, look.
I better go and do something.
Oh, that's on. That's definitely on. That was a decent bite, eh?
Oh yeah, and this is a very stiff rod. It's a 24 kilo stand-up rod. You hear that pulling?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's amazing, eh? No bites over the slack water, and then as soon as that tide starts going, it's
pretty
just boom,
much my
boom, boom.
experience every time.
Yeah.
If I fish over high tide, it drops off dead.
How far out is this one, do you think?
Maybe 300.
Kawa, I think. Oh no, it's a snapper.
No, I think it's a snapper.
Looks like a nice one.
Yeah, definitely a snapper.
Yeah, good fish.
Oh,
beautiful.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's a nice fish.
Nice.
Gee, that was worth the wait.
That was definitely worth the wait. That must be the best one yet.
Beautiful fish.
What size do you reckon that is?
2.5.
Pretty good.
Definitely 2.
Very nice fish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon.
Big one.
We made up a slurry earlier and Gareth's about to icky the fish. If you icky the fish, the flesh keeps so much better, and if you put it in a well prepared slurry, it will chill it really fast.
It says a lot of them supposed to be.
Yeah, beautiful fish.
Absolutely.
So is it the biggest one you've caught on a drone, or you got more than
I believe this is the biggest one I've caught so far.
Oh, well done.
I'm about in the same spot, the centre of the island.
$40 meters?
Yeah, 40 meters.
Yeah, go. Yeah. Left. Fish, no fish.
There's definitely a fish on the end.
There, yeah. Small fish. No fish.
Hope it's a carwai.
It's a snapper,
Oh, okay.
like I said.
Oh, a small snake.
Might be gunner.
A big one.
That's a keeper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Keep.
Hopefully a small carwai.
Another gurnard.
Oh, big enough to eat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm down here helping out, trying to catch some live bait for the drone fishing today, and I think I might have got myself something. Woohoo, a little kahawai. We're looking for some live bait, so he'll do just nicely.
We've had Kim McNamara using a sabiki, throwing it about 10 metres offshore, catching some live sprats and small kahawai, and we're going to be putting those on this set. So for this set we're putting a live sprat, 3 kahawai baits, they're fresh, they were just caught earlier today, and a couple of squid baits. So it'll be interesting to see what we get.
$240. 300. 350. 40. 400. 400.
Go now. Did it come away?
Yeah. I've got it.
Did you feel it jerk off? Does it feel like you've got something on?
Yeah, there's definitely something on there. I don't know how big it is.
That's the only thing, isn't it? It's a long way out.
Yeah.
Well, it should be pretty easy because we've only got one sinker on, no rubber bands. Coming in easy, is it?
Yeah.
They normally fight at about 100 metres. They start panicking.
You can feel when he has a little bit of a kick and he takes
Yeah.
off.
Kahawai.
Now it's starting to fight.
Turn on the rod, and the rod just doubled over. We're 450 metres out, and we've got a live bait on that I caught earlier. We're right on slack tide, and we didn't expect to be getting anything. Well, this is starting to pack a punch now. It must be a good fish on the end here. It's taking a bit of effort to get it in. Woo! Look at my kahawai. Woohoo! Nice big kahawai. Woohoo! That's awesome. And that's fishing on slack tide. That's awesome.
This is the new drone. Bigger, faster, better battery life, takes more weight.
There's no two ways about it. Drone fishing is an incredibly exciting way of going fishing. We're casting gear 300 to 500 metres offshore effortlessly. We hold regular demos around Auckland, and this footage running in the background is one that we held at Orewa 3 or 4 months ago. We try and do 1 or 2 demos a month. Make sure you go to our website fishingtacklesale.co.nz, subscribe to our newsletter, then you'll get notifications of when and where the demo will be held. I hope to see you there. Usually everyone that comes along has a go at either driving the drone, winding the line, and if you're a bit lucky you might even get a fish or two. For the next few demos we'll be focusing quite a bit on the new Condor drone. It's about 1.5 times the power of the XIRO that most of our other videos have covered, and it's so much more powerful, it's faster, you can set more gear with it, and it's got a much bigger battery. It's a 6,800 milliamp hour battery compared to the 5,000 milliamp hour battery that we have in the XIRO drones. Well, I hope you enjoyed our videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell as well if you want to be notified every time that we put a new video up. And we've put some other links to some of our other fishing methods on. The outward bound link will take you to this product, so if you've seen anything on here that you would like to buy, just click that link to go straight to our shop.